That's fine.
So I heard that the Swedish author behind Swedish death cleaning has died at the age of 92. She was
How appropriate.
She was 83 when she wrote Death Cleaning. And the second book in the series, Living Advice from Someone Who Probably Died Before You, came after that. And she was working on the third installment, Death Cleaning from the Other Side, when she passed.
Yeah, because that is my follow-up. But because keeping to that topic of books, and it's a paradox, but of course you would like to... There should be a book after the epilogue, so to be. I mean, how did it go? Because she's been preaching death cleaning and so on. And is this going to be the Silmarillion all over again? That her kids need to complete her last book because she needed to pass away for it to make sense on any level.
Yeah, you really need someone else to. Yeah, you have to go the full Monty for it to actually work.
Yeah. But I'm so glad you brought up death because I have that on my list as well. Of course, I have 2 kids at the age where they're snooping around. So, of course, when they're bored, they're opening cabinets and everything. And, of course, my cabinets are filled with things that toddlers find amusing to rummage through. And I was just sitting at my computer here the other day, and a 7-year-old came with some pictures. And who's that? And it's a childhood friend of mine and his kids. So yeah, that's him, and then that's the kids. And I'm like, all right, but where is he now? Because they haven't met him. No, unfortunately, he died. And of course, saying that to a kid, like, why? No, I mean, it's just, and then of course it's a 7-year-old. And why I said this, I do not know. And as I said it, it's like, no, why did you say that? But I said, well, he took his own life. And of course, as I said it, I knew what the question was going to be like. How? I don't know. Because I shouldn't have said anything. I should have said that is someone how do you explain suicide to a toddler at 7? That's you want them to keep the illusion. And of course, I just like I answer my questions honestly as far as possible, and I just didn't think. And I was sitting there and like I don't know. But luckily they have a short attention span, so it's like, ooh, a squirrel, and then they ran off and looked at something else, and then I dodged that bullet. But I'm pretty sure, as with kids, that is just lingering in the back of their head. So in a fortnight, I'm putting them to bed and we're reading a book, and then that question's going to pop up again. I know at some point. So if I'm smart, I'm going to try to prepare some answers. So when that questions pop up, I have the best diversion ever.
The answer is always they went to live on a farm. Far, far away.
Far, yes.
No, you can't go and visit them.
Good. It's it's the farm you can't go. There are no roads there.
Nope.
But then, so you have to go by boat? No. Airplane? No. So, that sounds fishy.
Yeah, I had a different version of that problem with my kids because my youngest has been since it was like 4 or 5 or something. His go-to thing when he was mad was, okay, then I'm gonna go kill myself, which upset the other kids at kindergarten quite much when he said it. So much he got a telling off from the teacher. You can't say that. I know that you don't mean it, but they don't know that, and they get really sad when you say that you're going to kill yourself. So yeah, we'll see how he'll turn out.
Well, I suppose it has a bit more gravity of, fine, well, I'm going to go and live on a farm.
That doesn't really have the oomph.
gravitas, does it?
Oh.
Is it? Are you? Oh, that sounds really good, actually.
Mind if I join you?
Yeah. And the countryside, the clean air, the hard work, but you feel like you've done something good. Yeah, that seems attractive to me, actually.
Might be so that you should go and live on a farm instead.
Let's all go and live on a farm.
I hate you, Dad. I wish you went to live on a farm.
Maybe I
Me
would.
too, son. Me too, son. Oh.
Yeah. I was living on a farm, but I chose this instead.
Yeah, same. Oh, yeah. Didn't really choose, but yeah.
Yes, sometimes it's no.
Some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. Quote Shakespeare. To break the awkward silence.
But doubling back to Shakespeare, I saw a documentary. I think it was that other very Britishy bloke, Stephen Fry. Yeah, that's
That's the one I thought about.
yeah.
He is the archetypical British bloke at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, it's
From the outside, it is.
It's him or that nature documentary guy. Yeah, the other British guy. Anywho, there was a documentary or something about what we actually know, or rather not know, about Shakespeare. And I was like, for someone writing plays, well-known plays, like, we know nothing about him, basically. At the point where we're probably not sure if he wrote all those plays or if there was more than one person or if he stole it from someone else. And because it was at the time where a lot of people did not write and things weren't basically documented left and right. And that also got me thinking, though, some of the plays like Hamlet, I've seen that one, and then you have the other one. And then, I mean, today, would they, if they were written today, would they be just as good? Because a lot of people did not write at the time. So if you like, I've written something. Ooh, he knows how to write. This must be good. And then now people are memorizing it. But I mean, if they published it today, would it like be the same?
Well, Shakespeare only ever wrote 3 plays. A comedy, a tragedy, and a history.
Sometimes combined.
It's sometimes combined. And they got sort of, chopped and changed, and you have fairies, and you have a bit of Deus Ex Machina getting out of trouble with, fairies or deities coming down to save the day. But William Shakespeare, the person who lived in Stratford-on-Avon, probably didn't write any plays. There's a school of thought that it might have been Marlowe. There's a school of thought that it might have been Edward de Vere, who was an Earl of Oxford, who was a member of the aristocracy, but he couldn't write plays, basically taking the piss out of the aristocracy because he was a member of the aristocracy and it would lower his position in society. So he may have potentially paid some country bumpkin called William Shakespeare to basically be the writer of these plays.
Ah, yeah. The goalie.
Yeah. Because if you look at William Shakespeare's actually mortgage application for the house that he lived in, the guy who signed his mortgage couldn't even write his name. It's just 2 X's. I happen to know a little bit about this.
Apparently.
Maybe didn't sign at all, because I've been at the bank and a mortgage, and then they are putting the X's down for you to mark where to sign. So maybe those X's was just a bank teller. So he never signed at all. Maybe he never was there at all.
No,
Maybe he didn't live on Stratford-on-Avon or what it was called.
no. He's got a bust in Holy Trinity Church in Stratford-on-Avon, and it looks like he's writing on something which looks not like a writing desk, but more like a sheaf of wheat, like a big bag of wheat. So this guy was probably a farmer.
But I'm not impressed. I mean, as a maker, and you would probably agree, I mean, everyone could make a bust. Put that in words. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracy theories about who Shakespeare was.
Yeah. But I mean, that amount of writing feels more like more than one person to me.
A lot of people have asked the question, who was Shakespeare? But nobody cared to ask, how was Shakespeare?
Or was he in himself? Well, yeah, I mean, he did the Shakespeare brand. Shakespeare certainly put out, was it 37 plays and 120 odd sonnets. It's a lot of writing for someone who was allegedly not very old when they died. I don't know.
I mean, he must have been quite a workaholic. And I wonder why. I mean, sure, there are some good stuff in there.
Oh, there's some great stuff in there.
Yeah. But I mean, it's really good for amateur theater as well, because you can do a lot of work with them and still have the core concept, and there's a lot of small parts as well so you can have basically any size cast for most of the plays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need a few, or you can also double up roles as well. So it's very user friendly in that sense. And who was that? Yeah, someone a couple of years ago, or a lot of years ago, but still in early times, who decided to let's do Hamlet unedited, just the real raw version. No one came to see that because it was far too many hours and not at all that good.
Hours in length. Apparently, although records are a bit sketchy back in the 1600s, he was 52 when he died. 1564 till 1660. Probably.
But I mean, at that time, that was quite old, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if he started when he was 20, that's 1.15 plays a year. So it's doable. Some of them are shorter, some of them are lengthier, but on average, yeah, sure.
I'm going to go back to that concept that there are a lot of similarities between some of them.
Not to change topic too much, but I've learned something here. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last episode, but on Friday, I met up with an old friend and colleague who is now the head of the cultural department at the municipality. And she could tell me at some point, some municipalities, and this is way back in the time, that they had like a municipality poet. So there was one on the payroll of the municipality. Just, yeah. It's like what they're now trying in Ireland. It's like universal pay for artists. And I'm like, yeah, if you hire me as the local poet, I can write a haiku or a limerick before the weekly meeting of not sure what it's called in English, when the head of the municipality have the meeting to go through all the cases and whatnot. And I could start those meetings up with a short limerick based on the pre-submitted case list.
Just get ChatGPT to write it and get paid.
Hey, don't give away my plan here. But it was a budgetary issue, as you could imagine. So, yeah.
How much competition do you think it would be for a spot like that?
I think it would be so much, at least, that I wouldn't be in the competition. So I would put all my eggs in the basket that I actually know the boss, so that this would be a non-public hiring process, I would say. But I could also do. I mean, yes, I could do some simple poems, but of course, I could also paint some paintings. So I could be the municipality artists, and I can also do some light carpentry and paint the school in low periods and so on. So they didn't shovel some snow in the winter. But yeah, just to have that as your title.
Bit of a
Then-
mouthful, though, isn't it? Yeah. Principality, poet laureate, and handyman.
Yes. That being said, though, municipality is
I mean, municipality, not principality.
it's shorter in Norwegian. It's got a better ring to it. So it's like more like a communal poet. So it's much more to the point, and yeah,
Folk poet and handyman.
exactly.
Sounds good.
I mean, we all want to be Renaissance persons, don't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, people should be multi-tool, not tools. So
I was going to say we're already jesters, and that got me thinking:
that as
was
well.
jesters paid? I mean, this is half fines. I could probably Google that. I'm going to Google that.
Google it right now.
Yeah, where jesters, plural, paid? Question mark. Yes, jesters in medieval Europe were paid, often very well. Hey, oh yes, to entertain royalty and nobility. So yeah. New question. Could YouTubers be our equivalent to, was it European medieval or medieval European? All right, European medieval jesters. That's a yes or no question.
Some of
AI
them.
mode, not interested. Yeah. Did not compute. All right, might have to refine the prompt there. I'll get back to it.
I mean, sure, some of them surely are jesters, or some of them are at least trying to be, but maybe failing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm into the actual work or if it's just like I like the hat.
I mean, it would look good on you.
Exactly.
Dress for the job you want, not the job you have.
Yes,
Oh.
exactly that.
That's bloody nice.
Thinking about that now, actually, there was a Rent a Ghost. There's a TV show in the UK a long, long time ago called, was it Rent a Ghost? Yeah. Oh no, his beard isn't as big as yours.
Oh yeah.
There you go. I will.
Did you send a picture
I'm doing it
of a
right now.
bearded man?
A bearded man as a jester.
Isn't there enough bearded men here?
Can never have too much bearded man.
Yes, you can.
The jester's hat, or cap and bells, originated in medieval Europe around 14th century as a satirical mockery of authority and intellect. It evolved from monks' cowls into a cloth hood with 3 points symbolizing asses, ears, and a tail, topped with bells to signify foolishness. I like it. It's so on point that it's funny.
So it's okay. So it's a donkey monk.
A donkey monk. Jester has a better ring. Your
Sure.
donkey monk isn't very funny, you know. Throw him over the castle walls. Bring a new donkey monk.
Oh, so what else is on the horizon?
It's not on the horizon per se. It's on my desk. I got studio monitors today. I've had them for years. They've just been living in the living room, giving a bit richer sound to that very crappy speaker that is in our television. But the only audio output from the TV was the what's it called? SP diff something, the fiber optics thingy. And
Yeah.
the kids most likely just broke the cable, so it's not working anymore. And then the speakers were just sitting there, and I have a perfectly fine sound card here on my desk. And when I'm editing, instead of putting the headset on, it would be nice to have some speakers. So I've rigged them up. I need to find a better place for them, but yeah, it's kind of nice. I can't use them when recording a podcast because that would be the echo from hell. But
Yeah, like I said, I completely failed to paint the ply that I wanted to use for the next project. The next project is going to be another Tom Sachs inspired thing. I still need to do the giveaway as well.
Oh yeah, that I've totally
Yeah,
forgot
that.
about
Yeah, that's still a thing. I did approach a couple of companies, as I said a few weeks ago, and both of them. Well, one of them just didn't reply at all, and one of them was very pleasant, saying, effectively, long story short, yeah, we only work with creators who are significantly larger numbers than yours.
well, this is your chance to get in early. I mean, don't come crying later.
Exactly. So we'll keep you in mind for future collaborations. Yeah, of course you will. Sure. Yeah. I will never hear from them again. Never mind. Well, in this world, if you don't ask, you don't get. And I asked, and I also didn't get.
Yeah, it have.
It's better to have asked and not gotten than
Not asked.
not
and
asked at all.
Also not gotten. Well, yeah, get over yourself and ask the question. So I did. And, well, like I say, Yeti Europe didn't respond to me at all. So if you're listening, Yeti Europe, you missed a trick there, because I'm going to be giving away a fake version of one of your products instead.
Which might even be better. Who knows? I mean, that's on you.
It isn't.
I haven't heard anything from X Tools either on my reels and tagging them. Like, wish I had a laser. And I haven't. It's like I should just ask.
What about you, KJ? Future projects apart from the next one that you've got 10 days to build? Looking beyond
it's
that.
that
Looking
as
beyond
well.
the next 10 days.
Yeah, and then I have my bleached T-shirts. Everything is filmed. It just needs more than a spot of editing. So that's why I can't really sit down and do that when I can do things on the bot project instead, because that is so much prioritized. And I don't really need to have another video out next week. As it is. So that's going to be after that. And then I probably should start for Maker Central. There's going to be Maker Swap. And the Pugh is hosting that again, I think. Did that last year. I'm going to do it again, where you make something and bring it there, and then everyone puts everything on a table, and then you get assigned a lottery number and then you get something home, sort of thing. Which was rather nice last year, so I'll do that again.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say that must be getting quite close to the time of whenever that is. Is that Easter weekend?
no,
No.
that's
After that.
Yeah, it's May, so it's
Right. Okay.
it's plenty time.
You say that now.
I say that now because now it is plenty time, but when it comes around to it, it won't be. So yeah. So if anyone else is going to make a central, I'm sure there's space to join in. Just go and find the Make It Maker stand. It's going to be somewhere around that probably.
Follow the smell of Welsh cakes.
Yes, that's
Exactly.
that is the easiest way to find Andy.
Exactly. I saw he was batch cooking those, and it's like trying to tempt me in with the Welsh cakes. But it won't work, Andy. It won't work. Not gonna happen.
One day we'll find your kryptonite and lure you out of your cave.
Nope. Not even for all the wine gums in the world. Maybe.
Maybe all the wine gums in the world.
No, if it's a Guinness World Record breaking largest wine gum in the world. It's probably already been done.
Yeah, but I mean, you can always go bigger.
You can just add one more wine gum, and then there you go. It's bigger than the last one.
And then they should have that giveaway on the first day in the morning. Because I remember as a kid, when you go to the fair and they have a lot of booths with like tossing rings and bean bags or whatever. And there was one stand where they had a hula hoop, and you needed to throw that over a huge ass teddy bear. And then if you manage to get the ring all the way down to the base, you won the teddy bear. It's next to impossible. But I won. And it was the first thing I did. So I had to... that teddy bear was bigger than me, and I had to drag it around for an entire day. And this was in the 80s, early 90s. So my parents just dropped me and my friends off there, and all right, we'll pick you up in the afternoons. We're just walking around in the scorching heat, and of course we spent all our money and on fizzy drinks and whatnot within the first hours. We just out there in the blistering heat and dragging that huge teddy bear because I couldn't give it away. I couldn't put it anywhere because we didn't have any place to stash it. So that would be the same thing. You make the world's largest gummy bear as your giveaway thing, and then you have it early on. So whoever wins it will have to carry it on because it won't fit in any bag. You can't stash it anywhere because then people are just going to go over and lick it because people are people. Let's be honest. So, and I'm thinking that it's going to be heavy, isn't it? Like a 2 meter times 1 meter huge. You're gonna struggle lifting that, and the consistency as well. It's not like it has a good handle to lift by.
No, you're gonna need a pallet truck and a dolly for that, aren't you?
I mean, if it came with those, because I need those, that would be a nice price actually.
I don't care about the massive wine gum, but I do want the pallet truck. Yeah. It's like having a great toy, but then you just end up playing with the box. That's what you want.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. The box can be anything. The toy is just the toy. It's a singular thing. Yeah. The box can be a hill fort, a racing car, whatever.
Time machine, yeah.
Time machine.
I'm still excited for boxes. I mean, if I get a perfectly sized box and I manage to open it without tearing the lid or whatnot, that goes into storage because I might send something at some point, or I need to cut out the cardboard template. So if I have a big box, yeah.
It's really good that I have my wife to keep my box addiction in some sort of reasonable, because I mean I'm allowed to keep boxes to a certain extent, when you can fit them kind of tucked away, not in a way. But bigger boxes I tend to cut up if it's this is a good flat piece. This could be useful, and then I stack them behind the sofa down here in my study.
Very recognized middle-aged man thing of this is a good box. This is a quality cardboard box. I'm keeping this. And I've got a good stash at work. You know, when something comes in and it comes in that really straight, really square, really dense cardboard. So that is not going to the recycling. No, I'm keeping that. That's mine.
Yeah. Well, that's fun because I keep some boxes for shipping purposes, but also some items that I buy, I keep the box for later in case I'm gonna sell it or whatever. And the last time I did that, I had an amplifier, a stereo amplifier, for years. Didn't use it, just collecting dust. Like, I should put it up for sale. So, all right, so I dusted it off and took some pictures. And I'm like, didn't I? Yeah, I saved the box. So I went up in the loft, and lo and behold, there was the box. And that's always nice when you can sell something in the original packaging. And then I also been smart enough that I put the receipt in, because that is nice if you need to, within the warranty period, something that it's nice to have the receipt. So then I sold it, and then the guy asked, "Do you have the box, but you still have the receipt?" Luckily, I looked at the receipt before I answered, because it turns out that I bought that amplifier on sale for considerably less money than he has accepted to buy it for. So when I looked at no, I don't have the receipt. Sorry. So, but I mean, it's probably registered. So if you go to the place who sold it, you still might do things on the warranty. I don't know, but no, I don't have the receipt. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's life, I guess. So speaking of, Maker Central, that's obviously in May. In Norway, that's a month with a lot of bank holidays. But it's also the last collection of bank holidays. I mean, you have Easter and then you have May, and after that, it's nothing unless you take summer holiday. And we had... I'm working on one project only at the time, and the client said that they are taking holiday in the entire month of July, which means there is no activities, there will be no meetings, no workshops. And of course, some people were like, but I don't have that much holiday. And I also booked my holiday outside of July. And of course, that is a bit tricky, but for me it's like, I remember KJ, he went down to 80%, so he has one day off, and then every time I log on to do my weekly hours in the timesheet, there is always a code there for unpaid vacation. So then I thought, I usually take 3 weeks in July, but what if I take the additional 2 weeks, like unpaid? How much will that be on my next paycheck? And I can live with that. And I'm like, now I'm starting to think like, I'm going to have like almost like the summer holidays of my childhood when in school, like the entire month. And I'm really looking forward to it. Yes, I mean, in August, the pay is going to be reduced, but... I mean, can you put money on free time?
And apparently you can. But
yes, that's what I did basically.
But I was saying it's a price I'm willing to pay. Yeah. At the moment, that reducing my work time is not really going well, because I'm more working 10-hour days than 7. So yeah, hopefully it will be better in a couple of weeks. But yeah. I need to be better to schedule time for myself, so I can say, no, I'm busy, I don't have time to do that also. Because now I'm a bit too much of a good consultant who just says, "Yes, sure, I'll fix that."
That great lie of, in a few weeks' time, it'll calm down a bit, and I can.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna calm down, but in that time, I will probably have reset enough and be able to carve out time for me when something new comes in, because something new always comes in, and when the new stuff comes in, I will do my very best to actually put it in a time frame that's reasonable for me, and not just say, "Yes, sure, I'll fix it first thing," but instead say, "Yeah, I'll fix that in a couple of weeks." Because it will be fine.
You're going to continue doing that, and you're going to think that next week it's going to quiet down, and then suddenly you're living on a farm. So,
Yeah, that's what's worrying me.
I could never have done that. I could go down working 80%, but that would have to equal that I don't work on Fridays or Mondays. And it would be like I could not answer phones or have my computer on there, because I would end up in like, but I'll fix that real quick. And then you'll spend 4 hours answering emails, and just pop in and attend a meeting, and then suddenly someone asks you something that you need to follow up on, and
Yeah, it's hard. But I will be better, I promise, to try. Please keep me accountable.
That's what I say to work. I'll look into that. I'll try. I never say I'll do anything or promise anything.
Yeah.
So if I deliver, then they're happy. But if not, I said I did not promise. I said I would look at it, and I've stared at it for hours, and the solution didn't present itself. So good luck.
I looked at it and decided, no, it's not worth the effort. Sorry, ask somebody else.
Yeah. What's that quote where you did or asked one thing, but you never stopped to ask if this should be a thing in the first place or something? There's a famous quote there somewhere.
Yeah.
Famously from Jurassic Park.
Yes.
That might be it, yeah.
The old classic play of
Jurassic
Park.
It's a half height. We can Google it. Although it would be better if one of us could just trip this straight off the tongue.
I must say though, I saw some clips from that movie not long ago, and I thought of you, Phil, when you described something, your work situation, and having then several campuses and whatnot, and running around, and then you have this humongous park, and someone like, yeah, but what would you expect? You have one IT guy running the entire plant.
Yeah.
It's like you're spending
Underpaid as well.
Yeah, you're spending hundreds of millions of dollars establishing this park, but you're skimping down. You have one IT technician running the entire thing. What would you expect?
Underpaid, over-demanded, and underappreciated.
Yeah. I mean that is his only reason for doing what he does, is because he's not paid enough.
Yeah.
He says so straight up in the movie. So yeah.
Your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Oh, that's Jeff Goldblum's quote, isn't it?
Jeff Goldblum.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that half of what the stuff you hear in the news nowadays?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Can you replace scientists with whatever? Yeah.
But keeping on the Jurassic theme, though, someone actually made those shaving cream canisters with the false bottom for the canisters. You can buy those now. Relatively
If you need to
cheap.
smuggle dinosaur DNA.
Yeah, I mean, you could put something else in it, but I still feel the urge of getting one and just repurposing it for something. I mean, if I need storage for something, it would be cool to have that, just because you need to have seen the movie enough to know what it is most people would probably just overlook it in the room, but
What kind of snacks can you have in test tubes like that? For the best visual effect.
I mean, you have a lot of like slime consistency candy in various colors, so you could have that, but it's not the candy I prefer. But my train of thought tried to enter that tunnel that was painted on the side of a mountain by a coyote and came to a full stop. So yeah, it's time to end it.